Hey guys, this is Matt with the First Wednesdays cereal, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my favorite characters, good old Deadpool. And I wanted to talk about this issue in particular first, the first Merc with the Mouth, because it's a great example for how I'm feeling about the character recently. You start out with a just kind of general mediocre story where Deadpool's just going through crazy hijinks, few one-liners, high action, willing to shoot someone in the face, unlike most Marvel characters, which can be a plus. But in the end, it's really just kind of this mediocre but entertaining story, still worth picking up. But in the back, you have a classic Joe Kelly story, which is just superb from page to page, and you get more character depth and more character development with each moment than you really see throughout an entire issue of any Deadpool anymore. And it's just part of what made me love the character initially, was all that great depth and storytelling, and now it seems like Deadpool's become nothing more than just kind of a gimmick. And whereas it's still fun and entertaining, it's really just not the character that I remember. So that brings me to my biggest point, which is the current writer of the main Deadpool book, Daniel Way, who is by all means a great writer, and he's done some amazing things with Wolverine and written some great stories throughout the time. However, he is a minimalist for dialogue, which I personally think isn't such a great match for the Merc with a Mouth, if you catch my connection. He's really good at developing all this plot, but when it comes to the characterization, he has just something lacking. And also, the way he goes about it, I feel, just isn't as true to the character as pretty much every other writer on the character has been. Like, in his most recent arc with Bullseye/Hawkeye, he has Bullseye and Deadpool being school chums in their masks back in the day, which I guess is more like a fantasy than really just part of their actual in-continuity history. Whatever, kind of cutesy, funny, whatever, which is great for a mass mayhem book, but just didn't quite click or resonate with me, like the old Kelly persona where he has some blind old lady locked up in the basement who he's torturing, but that person also happens to be his closest confidant. Just that sociopathic touch that really gave him more than any other character on the market. But, however, there is hope. There's some Deadpool out there that's really getting more back to the core of the character and more of the way he was back in his heyday, if you will. You have Benson, who's doing the mini Suicide Kings, which a lot of people are treating as the extra Deadpool book on the market, which I think is a shame, because it's about the strongest one out there. You have Deadpool being a bit more verbose. In the most recent issue, he's had a great bit of dialogue with Spider-Man and just them going back and forth and good, funny stuff, whereas a lot of the other Deadpool just falls flat because it's all literally one-liners, where Deadpool's supposed to be rattling off a mile a minute. Also, you had Andy Diggle doing the other half of the Thunderbolts crossover, which was great. You had so much going on, and kind of fading away from Way's idea of Deadpool talking to himself in place of actually having other characters to talk to with multiple personalities, which was a clever idea, but really falls flat in the execution more times than not. So, I don't know, that's my word on Deadpool, and hope you like my opinions. If not, let me know. I mean, this is the internet. Nothing generates more content like good hate mail or, explicit sexual comments. So if you have anything to add, feel free and let me know.